they might be thinking that this was rehearsed. No, it's flowing in the moment. What does it feel like?
Sometimes the words just come through me, like I can't hold them back. They just jump out of my throat when the beat is on. Other times it's like I'm reading a screen, like I can almost see the words in my mind, like I'm reading a teleprompter before they come. And it feels like it's just, part of the higher mind or the super conscious state, or, a meditative expression for me.
Mine's pretty similar too. I mean, she taught me. She basically showed me that I had this in me. I didn't even really know how to improvise or anything like that. And she taught me how to freestyle. And when I freestyle, it's I channel the universal energy that's there, and I say, universe, use me as an instrument to create the words that I need to say so that the people hear it, and I basically become the tool, and I allow musicians from the past, present, and future come through me, because music is an energy and it's always around us. And with quantum entanglement, everything is happening at the same time. So I just allow that all to come through me, and it feels really good when it happens.
So come rise up with me.
Hello, I'm Charles Chudabala, and welcome to the Uncaged Mindset Podcast, where we talk all things spiritual awakening and interview the light workers and healers who are out there radiating their light. But before we get to today's amazing guests, please take a moment and smash that like button and subscribe. We are building a community of light, and everyone is invited. I gotta take a deep breath right now. I'm so excited. Okay, because today's special and amazing guests have such unique and amazing gifts. They use their awesome musical abilities to channel cosmic knowledge, raising the consciousness of thousands of people and viewers each week. Their light and their fire is an inspiring force that you can feel from their stage or from your living room or wherever you are. And the incredible thing is, they believe that this fire and gift is within all of us. Like, I'm obsessed with their latest single, Fly Free. And they have more on the way, and which they'll tell you about here today. They are both Reiki healers and so much more, here to awaken our cosmic, creative, and most highest galactic selves. My super friends, Christa Galactica and St. Joseph, the Galactivators. Welcome.
Yay! Go!
Oh. That's it.
So
I just wanted to hear that and feel that, and I'm already buzzing right now.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, thank you for being here today. I met you both at the Conscious Life Expo in person, and when I first saw you, first of all, I recognized who you were, and I was like, oh my gosh, I recognized them from TikTok, from Instagram. And being with you, you are literally larger than life. Literally, I'm also 5'2". Literally larger than life, and I could already feel the energy that you bring. I felt that even from 6 feet away. People gravitate towards you, and it's almost like, the best way I could describe it is like there's this unspoken language of love, of infinite love, and in its most basic form. And so that was my experience of meeting you both at the Cosmic. Yes, at the
Yes.
Expo. Did you have a good time? How was the expo for you?
It was magical. It was so fun. And I've been going there for many years, so it always feels like a family reunion. And we come together with all the soul tribe and get all galactivated together and just raise up that energy, and then go smear it all over the world, and then we come back and do it again.
And our performances get better and better every year. It feels really good to see even the progress of other performers too. So it's very inspiring.
Oh yeah, well, because you're seeing the tribe kind of come up together, and all of them doing the work. And I love what you said, Christa Galactica, about just like, it's like our soul family. It's like, we're meeting again. We've done this before, and we're doing it again. And we find these. I mean, I think of the expo. That was my first one, by the way.
Oh
wow!
Life-changing, transformative. But it felt like such a safe place. It felt like I was literally with my cosmic family. And it felt like, okay, I know that the world is the world. We live in this 3D reality, but like I think maybe the goal is to take that with us outside of there. And because it really is a safe place. Everyone is just like you're loving on yourself. You're spreading love to others. We are really a soul, like a star family. But that's how I feel when I'm watching your live streams. That's how I feel. I feel that I'm supposed to, I'm dancing in my living room and I'm feeling the vibe.
Yes.
Yeah, I am. I can't. I've tried to just sit down and just watch, but I'm feeling it. But I realize that I feel like the message is to take what I'm feeling from what I'm getting and bring it out into the world.
Yeah.
You're giving me happy tears right now. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
well, when it resonates, it's emotional. So I did want to ask you how, like, I actually don't know your origin stories. About like kind of how the Galactivators formed, how you met, how this cosmic alignment of as it was written occurred.
Well, we have a song about it that we perform regularly because people ask us all the time how we came together. So we do it as a song we offer. But basically the gist of it in a non-song form, unless you want to do a beatbox or something. But there you go. All right. So, as you know, super friends of mine, I would go outside and I call to the skies and I'd say, yo, super friends, come to me. Come to Galactica from where you are. Infinite intelligence among the stars. Get yourself into a bodysuit and come to Galactica. Come with you. And then, poof. One day I was there on the beach teaching FYOTB free yoga on the beach, but that's what I like. They just showed up and we were just like, hey, best friends from then on. We went on an adventure. We were called to go to Colorado, Denver to meet a Paramahansa, get initiated together. And there was this beautiful home on this fire ceremony, invoking all the names of the goddess, including Mahalakshmi. Saint J recorded it and then later turned it all into a song. And he moved to New York, but then when he came back, yo, it was gone. Started helping me with Love Long Beach Festival. He played the song, I was emceeing, we were dancing. And we said, oh my God, we should be Galactivators and do this together, everything, all the time, best friends forever.
Galactivators. So she was teaching yoga on the beach. I went to her class and she's like, someone ought to drive us to Denver so we can see this Swami Vishwananda give a darshan in Denver. So I was like, I have a truck, I'll go. So we drove. We became best friends after that. And at that thing, I recorded him giving an invocation to the goddess Lakshmi. So I used that in a song because I was a solo artist before that. And then years later, I was working with her on her festival, Love Long Beach Music Festival, which takes place in its 11th year this year. It's the end of July in downtown Long Beach, 4 different stages, 20,000 people for 2 days. It's fantastic. I was DJing in between all the acts, and she started freestyling over that very track. And we're like, whoa, we got to do this again. And we started working together at first as business partners. Like, it was strictly business, and then we fell in love. And that was around 2018.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And oh my God. I just got the song. We got the beatbox. We got the song. I felt the story. I heard the story. And it is, again, a story. It's an origin story of love. And it's like, isn't it true, though? Like, love as an energy draws to it what is, what always was, what is supposed to be, what is like us literally just playing the game of life that's already been done and finding ourselves on the same pathway and the record that is just going. And it's like, it makes me emotional anytime we address it. We're aware of the record of this cosmic, like everything put in place exactly how it's supposed to happen. And that is so beautiful. Literally, when you're channeling together, that's what it feels like to me. You're
Yep.
channeling together. And people who may have come to your life for the very first time, maybe are popping in, popping out. They might be thinking that that this was rehearsed. They think that you planned the things that you're saying, that you're singing, that you're beatboxing, that Christa's flowing, but no, it's flowing in the moment. It's can I ask, like, I'm just gonna ask, what is that like? What is going through you? What are you feeling when, I mean, and even just like your origin story song right now, like what does it feel like? Does it feel, I'm curious.
Well, for me, Reiki helped to open me up to the channeling process, like channeling that spiritual energy. And then I went more in depth studying how to channel and different techniques and tools to get into that altered brainwave. And then I teach yoga, which gets me in that space consistently and quickly. So I just get into that altered brainwave and just focus on my breathing. Sometimes the words just come through me, like I can't hold them back. They just jump out of my throat when the beat is on. Other times it's like I'm reading a screen, like I can almost see the words in my mind, like I'm reading a teleprompter before they come. Sometimes it's like that. A lot of times it's just they just come through, and I just or I'll set an intention like, oh, now it's going to be about this, so we're just going to let that topic flow through. And other times it's just like, I don't know what it's about. It's just whatever comes out. It's like learning to grab the reins and steer it as it flows it through. And it feels like it's just, part of the higher mind or the super conscious state, or, a meditative expression for me.
Mine's pretty similar too. I mean, she taught me. She basically showed me that I had this in me. I didn't even really know how to improvise or anything like that. Like, or do anything until she was like, hey, like, I know you DJ, but have you ever played guitar like while you DJ? And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So I started playing guitar when I DJ'd, and then I started more free flowing to it. And she taught me how to freestyle. And when I freestyle, it's I channel the universal energy that's there, and I say, universe, use me as an instrument to create the words that I need to say so that the people hear it. And I basically become the tool, and I allow musicians from the past, present, and future come through me, because music is an energy, and it's always around us. And with quantum entanglement, everything is happening at the same time. So I just allow that all to come through me, and it feels really good when it happens. It feels mentally and physically just so good to be creating and be creative. I really love it.
Oh, wow. Oh my, well, I could feel that, like that release. It just feels like as it's flowing through you, like almost like breathing. Like, again, you've done this before. And one thing that I heard with both of you, it almost feels like the biggest cosmic trust exercise. Right? Like it's like you're the vessel, you're the channel for it, but you're also entrusting that whatever comes out is meant for people's highest good, operating from a place of, like, I love how you use that word, quantum entanglement. I've never heard that term before. Can you elaborate on that?
So you're going to hear a lot more about it once quantum computing gets bigger, but it's basically that all energies of the universe are entangled with each other.
Connected.
You're connected to a star that's on the other side of the universe, and because it's all one universal unified field. So, and the universe is one giant sentient being. Some people call that God, some people call that the creator, but it's a live organic thing that we're all connected to, because we came from this planet. The planet came from, from wherever it came from. Things were created from stardust, basically. And then, another thing that she taught me, basically, that everything's entangled.
I love that. Like, I love that you learn from each other, that you complement each other, like, so well with using your gifts, in that way, and kind of creating a synergetic ball of energy that then just goes out to the masses. And it's almost a representative of how of almost how we should be, in a way, living on this plane is like using our gifts and co-creating with each other and with the universe too. That's really amazing. I did want to ask, because I know that both of you, I love your music. I feel like I love it so much, and it just puts me in a joy frequency. But I almost feel like it's an oxymoron to say you've got new music coming out, because every day it's new music. Every day is something that you can't recreate ever. It literally exists in that like snapshot in time. So it it is the live experience. But I do want to ask you, because you have many other gifts and talents too. You're both artists, um, musical artists, and also visual artists too, right? I think
Yeah.
you've got like coloring books that you do. You're and also painting and as well, and also you as well, St. Joseph. Oh my gosh.
This is her coloring book, Color Me Galactivated, self-published and self-illustrated. It's basically like an oracle deck where you flip to a random page and it will tell you what you need to hear. It's got the
Hermetic principles, the cliff notes for life, the universe, and everything on the back for easy access. And then this one, I'm doing a series where I'm signing them with these little tiger kittens, Dayglow tiger kittens. So for anyone that orders them, that gets it through our website,
our Etsy.
Etsy, I give them a signed copy.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful. And how did you first realize that you have you been like doing artistry your entire life, painting your entire life, or was this something that just came like recently as your other gifts developed?
Well, I've always had an affinity for art and always loved to create things. And I went to college and studied fine arts at UC Irvine and Orange Coast College. And then when I graduated, I started painting and selling paintings. But then I was conditioned to be of the mentality that you have to get a job and work for someone else. So I went to hairstyling school and started working in hair salons and creating that way. And then I got further into yoga and meditation and different spiritual practices. And actually in my church that I go to, the Santo Daime Church, I was in a ceremony and I went to check on my dog outside who was with me, and the trees around started revealing to me that they had eyes on them and they had these souls in them, and they started communicating with me. And like my third eye was very open at the time and I could just see into them. They showed me all their different personalities and they told me to sit down with them and to draw them and to record what I saw and to write down what I heard. So I listened to them and I started drawing with them, and I created a whole coloring book based on the poetry of the trees and all of their different personalities and all their eyes. And then as I practiced that skill, it started growing, and I started in my meditations having visions. And so I did my best to just record the visions and capture them as I was having them. And I started hearing more poetry. And so I started writing it all down. And so that's where this book came in. The majority of this is from my visions or other information that I came across that really inspired me. And like different images of just what it feels like with that, the energy flowing and the third eye opening and the sacred geometries of our divine self. And started seeing dragons. This one I met in my shower, Cephalin. He's my dragon homie. So, it's like little glimpses into the astral plane, and then I just capture it and record it and share it. So that's how this has come about.
And we also design our own clothing. This is all self-designed by us.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
This is the from space, and then we have our peacock fly free with pants. So we design our own clothing and wear it on stage so that other people have the opportunity to be rock stars in their life. And when you wear bright colors that are really colorful, you will start attracting more colorful people into your life. So we encourage that. So that's why we design our own comfortable Galactivated clothing.
Oh my God. You are both constantly in the creative mode. Like everything about your energy and how you live and how you align to your work down here involves creativity. And when you're performing, you're like awakening that creativity in other people.
It's
I was
contagious.
Yeah, you are. And I was watching your live stream last night where it was all like dragons. You were showing your coloring book off. And anyone listening to this podcast, just so you know, they do live streams almost every single night. And they, to thousands of people, and they perform, they flow, they beatbox, but the messages that come through in it are also things like chromatic principles, things like opening your third eye, things like, and by the way, whoever thought you couldn't use these things in song and have them rhyme, y'all, you can use these principles and they actually rhyme. You just have to be the Galactivators in order to do that. But it's such a beautiful thing that you're like that creativity is it's infused in everything that you do. I personally can't, and I'm telling you, anyone who needs to go to their website and just look at your coloring book, see the artwork, look at your clothing, listen to your music, you will feel the energy being transmuted. Everything is encoded. It's encoded. It's the reason why nothing looks like how the both of you create them to be. Like there's nothing out there that looks similar at all because it's coming very specifically meant to be for you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so true, and thank you for being a light in the world, both of you. I wanted to ask you, so like with all the healing work that you're doing, I mean, and yoga on the beach, which is it every day?
Monday through
Monday
Fridays,
through
she
Friday.
teaches donation based right here in Long Beach, and then there's two other teachers that she coordinates, and they do it on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. It's every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. ish, and we also broadcast that on TikTok as well.
Awesome. Well, I might show up. I might show up to a yoga
Please
session
do.
myself if you happen to be the
Yes,
one.
please.
Oh my gosh, I would love to experience that. So let me ask you, like, you've got a current single out right now, Fly Free, and I also heard that, which by the way is so good.
Thank you.
I was jamming to it before the podcast today, and
Yes.
with my fairy family.
Yay!
With my fairy family, I'm hoping one day they'll let me see them. But I believe in fairies, but I haven't been given the authority to see them. I hope I get to one day. But you did reveal on a live stream that your first CD just came out. Is that
So we released our first EP CD because people were requesting it. So we put the song that we're releasing in March on there. So you get an exclusive track that no one else gets to hear unless you have the CD.
Shake that booty.
Shake that booty. And that one's it's a root chakra activation track. So we created this track that's very energetically root chakra orientated, and your root chakra is located in your booty, and one way to activate that is to shake it.
Everything, it's all connected. This is the only root chakra track you'll ever need. It's literally, and then when you have it, you didn't realize you needed it. Well, I wanted to ask you both, what is next for the Galactivators? You've been on America's Got Talent. You've got music out, your new music out. You're releasing an EP. You're spreading your message to thousands of people on stage. You've got the what is the Long Beach Love Festival? Love
Long Beach. Yeah.
Love Long Beach Festival. I mean, 20,000 people. What is next for the Galactivators? I mean, you've answered the calling, which I'm grateful for, and that makes me tear up that you've answered the calling for you, because that means that you are here to serve. You're here to serve. So what is next of being of service for the Galactivators?
Well, we have like the micro and the macro. Like the micro is that we've got the new song coming out, Shake That Booty.
New song coming out every 2 months with a music
Remix
video to go with it,
coming out
and
with, like,
remixes of each one.
New music video that we're working on.
And then we're playing Lucidity Music Festival, and we're playing Love Long Beach Music Festival, and we're probably playing at Burning Man. So that's what's lined up for now. And then long term.
Yeah, the bigger vision, since I've been to Burning Man, over 10 times, like 13 times or so, and that culture, that community, this city that is intentionally built around the sacred and personal empowerment and art and creativity. The mission is to spread that kind of culture, the yoga, the healing, the personal empowerment, and to infuse the city infrastructure and to really create communities that all have that level of awareness, that cosmic consciousness. An enlightened society, global society is the bigger vision, is spreading that as far and wide as possible and grounding it in as much as possibly can be.
A big vision we have is, imagine Galactivators. They have a cruise ship, and it's filled with teachers, musicians, artists, and they're all giving talks and giving amazing, showing their art and teaching other people how to be activated artists. And then we pull up to a city, and then all the artists and musicians, we play all the venues in that town, that city, and then hang out there for a week, do a nice big festival, and then bring whoever wants to come with us to the next city. And we just go from city to city and make the cruise ship solar powered, so it's very eco-friendly. And we just go from city to city to bring that galactivation to the people of the world, because the people of the world, they could really use a galactivation. Everyone deserves a galactivation, and we are here to help bring that to them.
Oh, well, I'm feeling galactivated right now, and wow, what a beautiful vision that is, and how powerful it is that I'm actually able to see that as you're talking. So it's already happening. It's literally filling my mind's eye right now, and I'm having fun on that cruise ship right now.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for that beautiful message for humanity, for building community and sending cosmic galactivated love and awakening more and more people one by one in droves. And so for people that want to eventually be on that cruise ship with you, for people that want to get galactivated, how can they find you? How can they follow you? How can they sit with you at your next event?
So our main website is galactivators.com, G-A-L, activators, one word. And we have a superfriends email list that we usually send out an email every week. On TikTok and almost every other social media, we're at Galactivators. So you can join us, and we respond to most messages and comments, because we really like to, see our followers and see the people that really want to be galactivated, and we're only a phone call away.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that beyond a phone call away, I'm glad that we met, we re-met again, and we found each other again on this earth plane, and I'm so grateful to be Galactivated today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Super friends.
Galactivate.